There's a lot of used motorcycles on the market right now, and they represent a lot of really good buying opportunities, but let's use caution. Stay tuned. So I've been, first of all, welcome to Bob's Garage. If this is your first time here, thank you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you even more. And if you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. But we just post weekly videos here with Harley Davidson related content. We're in the Charlotte, North Carolina region, and this week, if you've noticed, I don't know if it's due to the supply chain issues or COVID or whatever, but there's just not a lot of brand new Harley Davidson motorcycles on the market. There are more now. I was at Speedway a couple weeks ago. They did have more than they've had in months, but it's still not what it used to be. So what a lot of dealers are doing, they still need to make money. They still need to sell bikes. So you're seeing a lot of used motorcycles at your dealerships. So I've been to, I was at Independence down in Matthews. I was at Blue Ridge Harley Davidson, Wilkesboro Harley Davidson, what's Crossroads up in Wilkesboro. We went out to, we saw Cox's Harley Davidson out in Pinehurst. The thing that all these dealers had in common was they had a ton of used motorcycles for sale. Again, they need to sell something, so I totally get that. The used bike market is kind of crazy right now. You've seen there's a lot of high prices on used bikes, and which is good. If you're trading in your bike, you're going to get top dollar for it. And there are still some deals to be had on these used bikes. There are some really good used bikes that you can get at a fair price. I just wanted to do this video to help you guys if you are in the market for a used bike, or if you're at your dealer and that's all they happen to have. So I'm going to give you a couple of things that I would recommend that I would do if it were me. Number one, shop somewhere where you can be sure that you're getting a good deal, where you trust the people. For me, I go to Speedway Harley Davidson. I know that Rick and Corey and all the way up to Amy, the owner, are going to give me a quality motor vehicle at a very fair price, and I just know that they're not going to sell me something that shouldn't be sold. I've dealt with them long enough to know I've bought new, I've bought used. I know that I can trust them. So find a dealer, a salesperson, whatever, that you can trust, that you know is selling you something that is quality. Because a lot of these motorcycles, while some are trade-ins, a lot of them are coming from the auction. They're buying vehicles, they're buying bikes that they don't really know real well. So you're going to want to do a couple of things. You go into the dealer, you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a Road Glide. You go in, they've got a really nice 2017 Road Glide Special or whatever it is, and you really like the bike. They didn't take it in on trade. They say they bought it at the auction or whatever. So they really can't give you a good history on this bike. So now it's up to you to do your due diligence. First of all, take the VIN number and enter it at harleydavidson.com. Harley Davidson's website will let you know if there are any recalls or service campaigns, as they're called now, on the bike. And you can also, at that Harley dealer, they can pull the service records to let you know what's been done to that bike. If the service was done at any Harley Davidson dealership, it'll be in the computer. So at least you'll have an idea. Was the routine maintenance done as scheduled? Were there any major repairs done? An engine replacement, whatever. You want to know that going in. You want to learn as much as you can about the bike. Once you've learned that, okay, there were a couple of recalls that were corrected, or there were no recalls, all the service was done, the bike's in good shape, I like it, I want to buy it. Okay, do yourself a favor, and I know a lot of people say that this is a ripoff. It's not. Buy an extended service contract. Buy an extended warranty. If you're buying used, you just need that peace of mind. Obviously, the first thing you'd want to do is try to buy a Harley certified pre-owned vehicle. They come with a full 1 year warranty. I mean, you need that protection. They also would get you a new bike rate depending on your credit. So if it's not a Harley certified, if it's an older bike, it's got miles on it, whatever, buy a warranty. Now, I'm not saying you have to buy the fender to fender, or what's in the car business, the bumper to bumper, that covers everything, but get a powertrain. Make sure that your motor and that your transmission is warranted for, I would say, at least 2 years. They're not expensive. They're negotiable. They'll give you a deal. Just say, hey, help me out on the price a little bit. They will do that for you. It's just peace of mind for you. You're buying a bike that you don't know anything about. Now, if you bought a bike from a buddy that you've known the guy forever, or it's a trade-in that that dealership sold, they know the history, I would still buy a warranty if I was buying a used bike, but maybe you wouldn't. But if you're buying a bike and you don't know the history, if you don't know anything about it, please do yourself a favor. I mean, if you're going to spend $10, $20, $30,000 on a motorcycle, why not spend an extra $1,200 to protect your investment? I mean, it just makes sense. So I don't work for the dealerships. I'm not getting paid to say this. I'm just trying to help you guys protect yourselves, so that when you buy a used bike, you'll have that peace of mind that if anything does happen to go wrong on a bike that you know nothing about, you'll be covered. Nothing worse than spending 15 grand on a bike and then the engine goes in it and now you've got to buy, replace that. I mean, just do yourself a favor, buy the warranty. It is so worth it, I promise you. That was all I had. I just know there's a lot of used bikes in the market right now, so a lot of folks are buying used. So do yourself a favor, do your due diligence, find out all you can about the bike, buy a warranty and protect your investment, just so you've got that peace of mind. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Ride safe, ride off, and I'll see you next week.